Hi there viewers, my name is Anna. Welcome to Family Platform, your show where we give you all the glitz, the glam and the entertainment. We have so much packed for you on the show today, from the top trends to the quotable quotes, the song of the week, and do not forget the food and nutrition segment. We also have the On the Streets and the Insight segments where we talk about issues that really matter. But we are going straight to that glitz for this week. Let's go see my girl Ira Star performing live at the Vevo Discover. Welcome back viewers, that was Ira Star performing live. I hope you enjoyed it because I did. And as you know, I'm never here alone. I have my amazing co-host that somehow always finds his way on the show, Matthew.
Wow, feels good to be back on the show.
You're welcome.
And I just know how to boss my way back, and I'm so excited to be back. Always on Family Platform, always the place to be. An exciting package awaits, and I just can't wait.
All right, guys, let's go straight into the show. Let's go see the top trends for this week. Let's go see everything that's been going on around the world and around us. The top trends for the week are: I was pregnant with twins last year, but had miscarriage, Annie Idibia. Annie made this known during a recent episode of a reality TV series, Young, Famous and African. Speaking about her loss, she noted that losing the twins' pregnancy was hard on her despite having 2 children already. Annie also said she struggled to open up about her loss to people because she was not comfortable. She added that only her husband and mother were aware of the miscarriage. I was not coming out enough the whole of last year, even in the group. I was pregnant with twins, but I had a miscarriage. I wish I had someone to tell in this group that I'm pregnant. I would be having a baby, and then we lost that. It was hard. DJ Jimmy Jat reveals he lost his sight in 2020. Nigerian disc jockey DJ Jimmy Jat has opened up on how he lost his sight in 2020 and his battle with chronic kidney disease. He revealed that in 2020, I started having some health issues. There were travel restrictions at that time, so I was just within Nigeria. I lost my sight. I had a surgery and I regained my sight. After that, I felt that I needed to take a break and comply with my plan of living elsewhere for a while. Then I relocated to the US. While I was away, I was still DJing in America and Europe, but I decided that it was time to return to Nigeria, so I came back in December. DJ Jimmy Jat said lifestyle is not always the cause of kidney ailment, stressing that he has never smoked and has long stopped drinking alcohol. He revealed that his kidney ailment was caused by diabetes. Donald Trump sworn in as 47th US president. Donald Trump has been sworn in for a second term as president of the United States in Washington, D.C. Trump used his inaugural address to reiterate his grievances against his political opponents, saying he would liberate the country from a radical and corrupt establishment. Declaring that government faces a crisis of trust, Trump pledged in his inaugural address a brighter future under his administration. Our sovereignty will be reclaimed. Our safety will be restored. The scales of justice will be rebalanced, he said. Trump also unveiled a series of executive actions he plans to take in quick succession after his inauguration. The executive orders are the first step in what he's called the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense. Federal government alerts Nigerians over outbreak of anthrax in Zamfara. The Federal Ministry of Livestock Development wishes to officially notify the public of a confirmed outbreak of anthrax in a farm in Zamfara State. This development calls for heightened vigilance and proactive measures to mitigate the risk associated with the disease. Anthrax, caused by the bacterium Bacillus anthracis, is a zoonotic disease that can affect various warm-blooded animals such as cattle, sheep, goats, horses and wildlife, as well as humans. In animal and human, symptoms of anthrax include fever, coughing, vomiting, nausea, diarrhea, sore throat and swollen lymph nodes, headaches, itching and bleeding from major openings. We urge the public to remain vigilant, report any unusual illnesses in animals or humans, and adhere to all protective guidelines issued by the relevant authorities. And in sports, cricket. Nigeria savor New Zealand Under-19 Women's World Cup win. Nigeria's female under-19 cricket team, the Junior Female Yellow Greens, have been pumped up by their 2 runs win over 2023 semi-finalists New Zealand as they marked their ICC under-19 Women's T20 World Cup debut in style on Monday. Player of the match Lucky Paiti, who hit 18 runs off 22 balls plus a sharp bowling spell of 1 wicket for just 8 runs in 3 overs, described the win as special. This is a very special moment for us. There were lots of catches and a lot of running between the wickets that I could not have done alone. Well played by the team. Everyone did their best and it was a collective effort from everybody, Paeti said via ICC Media Zone. The female junior yellow-green, who are making their debut at the tournament, are drawn in Group C alongside New Zealand, Samoa, and South Africa. And that's all for today on the Top Trends. Welcome back, viewers, to the Still Family platform, and we are having such a great time. It's about time for us to dig into the top trends for this week. And I'd like to start with, we're talking cricket on the sports segment today.
Absolutely. So much is happening in the world of cricket. So not to forget that as we speak, Nigeria is participating for the first time. Nigeria is making a debut at the ICC Under-19 Women's Cricket Tournament ongoing in Malaysia. Nigeria secured the sole tickets from this region, and we are making a debut at the World Cup. Remember, the Under-19 cricket team also had their debut at the World Cup in 2023, and this time around it happens to be the Junior Yellow-Green. It's one thing about their participation. It is one thing that they are at the World Cup, but it is another that it defeated New Zealand, a test nation, one of the highest ranked cricket nation in the world. No one saw that coming. After their botched game against Samoa because of bad weather, in their second game against New Zealand, the girls roar and they won that game.
I am proud to be Nigerian.
Yeah. We're black and beautiful.
Yes. Yeah. Moving on, it's about time to talk about the new U.S. president. I mean, this is his second time becoming president in America. Donald Trump has just been sworn in as the president of the United States, and he's going straight to work.
Absolutely. This is what you call someone. He was able to hit the ground running even before he was sworn in.
True.
I think Nigerian politicians should be able to emulate from the acumen, the understanding of a Donald Trump. Trump, from the word go, already understands what he would do on the very first day on the job. And as soon as he was sworn in, at the inauguration podium, he was already saying it. This is the direction. This would no longer be tenable. This would no longer hold water as far as I'm president. And it is what it is. So we already saw some of these policies, some of these policy shifts from what it used to be to the new order under Donald Trump. We already saw that coming.
True.
But one thing I like about him that he said from the word go, that there will be just only 2 gender in America. Absolutely. The male and the female gender.
As it should be.
As it should be. He abolished the citizen by birth policy, and he said even if you are born in America, you must go through the process before you become a citizen, which I think is not a bad one. And as soon as Biden came, they decided to botch some of those policies. And this time around, Trump is bringing it back, and he's telling those in Mexico, those in other parts of the world, that their borders will be very, very tight this time.
Yeah, he's basically saying if you want to do it right.
Do it right.
So do it right. So basically, Donald Trump is saying if you want to do it, make sure that you do it right. You're doing it right. Go through the actual procedure that you're supposed to go through before you come into their country, basically. I don't think he's doing anything wrong. So guys, that'll be all for today on the top trends. It's been really insightful talking about all of these stories and really just breaking it down.
Talking about it with me as well.
Yes. Yeah. All right, guys. We want to go on a very short break. We would, of course, be taking the quotable quotes and the song of the week. So enjoy. Welcome back, viewers. It is still Family Platform, and we are having a wonderful time in the studio. Yes, we just had the quotable quotes and the song of the week, which was Two-Face with Love is a Crime. I was literally a child when this song was everywhere.
You're
I mean,
sure?
I loved, yes, I was.
If love is a crime, girl,
I want to be wanted.
That album came out in 2008.
I was 8 years old.
Yeah, it's 2008.
Damn.
And you were 8, you understand? and it was one of the hit songs on the Grass to Grace album, and there's one song that I felt Tu Baba really gave his all.
Oh, yes.
You understand?
The lyrics.
And it was a beautiful one. That's why sometimes when I look at Tu Baba trying to fit into the current trend of song, I said, no, this shouldn't be it. Tu Baba, take us back to those days.
Yeah.
The If Love is a Crime, the Ole, the African Queen, those kind of tune. Nigerians will still resonate. And somebody stole Tu Baba's style. And he gave us, and Nigerians really love the song. The song by Nas Boy, the song eludes me now. This song by Nas Boy, this very lovely song by Nas Boy. I've forgotten that I featured Chike. Nas Boy featuring Chike. Yes, that song definitely, name of that song eludes me now, but it's a lovely song. It is a typical Tu Baba kind of sound. And I think Tu Baba should go back to something like that.
Yeah, I really think so too. All right, viewers, it's about time for us to go to the food and nutrition segment, which is one of my favorite segments because I love food, obviously. And today we are talking about bell peppers. I love to cook with bell peppers, and they're really, really good. They enhance flavors in your food. So let's talk about bell peppers, guys. Bell peppers are a good source of vitamin C, vitamin A, and fiber. Bell peppers offer many health benefits. They are an excellent source of vitamin C, especially the ripest peppers, which are red. Peppers are also a good source of vitamin A and fiber. Bell peppers also have antioxidant properties, which may help to protect against diseases such as cardiovascular disease and some cancers. Compounds in bell peppers may also help to protect against inflammatory conditions such as arthritis. If people have a pepper or nightshade allergy, they may need to avoid bell peppers. Bell peppers are a nutritious and easy addition to any meal. People can slice them and eat them raw, roast, grill, or fry them. So yeah, if you do not like bell peppers or you've never really implemented it in your cooking, I definitely advise that you should, because it enhances the flavors. They taste really good and they're really good for you as well. So yeah, go try some bell peppers today, guys. And with that said, we are moving on to the On the Street segment. We are going to the streets to ask people when was the last time they went to get a medical checkup. I mean, personally, I'm not going to say let's go on a break and come back. Let's hear what the people on the streets have to say first. Then you hear from me.
I think the last time I went for medical check was just because I was sick, and but I do medical check quarterly for myself because I'm a marketer. I'm always on the road.
Medical checkup. This is a very difficult question because we Africans, we don't do medical. We don't go to the hospital. They take us to the hospital, so they will carry you to the hospital, and it's unfortunate.
Okay, I think that was about 4 or 5 months ago. Yeah.
Since I was born, I've not gone for any checkup before.
Why?
On Nigerian mentality now, self-medication, and any slightest thing, you rush to pharmacy and get some pills, and so far you're okay.
Welcome back, viewers. It is still Family Platform, and we just heard from the people on the streets. I mean, obviously, a lot of Nigerians do not do, medical checkups from time to time. First and foremost, because they are so expensive. Secondly, they always say disease no dey kill African man. But yeah, a lot of Nigerians do not get, medically
Tested.
checked and tested
Like often. Yeah.
And I think people should get tested. Personally, what do you think?
Absolutely, people should get tested. It is of imperative, and I think we are of this notion, especially in this part of the world, because assessing medical care, especially the testing aspect of it, doesn't come cheap. You understand? But I will also put this out there that in Europe, assessing medical care is even much more expensive. But because the government have been able to subsidize it here and there, it is much more easier for especially the ordinary man to be able to assess some of these things. But in the part of the world, there's this notion about being an African that if you are not sick, you are not supposed to go to the hospital. And sometimes that is why you see somebody, as soon as the illness comes out, they say, yesterday he just complained of headache and is no more. No, it's as a result of a protracted illness in the system over time that wasn't really taken care of. So that is why it is of imperative that sometimes, maybe annually, people needs to get tested annually. You understand? Like even me that I'm seated here, I'm also guilty of some of these things. You understand? Because I could also look back and say, okay, the last time I got tested was about 2-3 years or thereabouts. Like the holistic testing, not the malaria testing you do like every 2 months. No, the holistic testing where you are tested for cancer, tested for HIV, tested for arthritis, a total overall testing of your entire body system. So I think it is of importance that you get to see a specialist in this regard annually. You might say, okay, on the month of November annually, I want to go do my testing. Now you got to put some money together towards it. And also, if you're able to use the government facilities, it is more cheaper because in that areas, in some of these hospitals, it has been subsidized. Sometimes common sense should tell you that you need medical attention as much as you also need your prayers.
True. Absolutely. My mom used to say you have to help yourself so that God can also help you. I mean, some things are just, common sense. You have to go to the hospital when you're not sick. While you're going to the hospital, pray. As you're at the hospital, pray. While you're taking your medications, pray as well. I also feel like I want to talk about, sexual health testing.
Sure.
I feel like a lot of people get into relationships and become sexually active with people that they have zero idea what their sexual
where
history
they've been
is
to.
like.
Yeah,
you don't know how many people this person has been exposed to sexually.
Yeah.
You don't know people are sick and they will never tell you
they're sick,
that they're sick.
Yeah.
People will have HIV and they will never tell. Because of the stigma around it, first off. And if a person likes you and they want to have something to do with you sexually and they're sick, they're not going to tell you.
Absolutely.
It's very rare to see a person with HIV coming to tell you that I have HIV, but I love you. You
Absolutely.
why you
Absolutely. That is why it is. We must also advocate for safe sex.
Yes.
You understand? It is imperative. So you must be sure that the person you are with is safe.
It's clean.
It's safe.
Absolutely.
If you guys are adult, for instance, and you really love this person, you are in a relationship with this person, no matter where you guys stay, even if you are staying in separate locations, a day will come where you guys will spend a night together in a particular place. And at that time, you really can't say, okay, this won't happen and that won't happen.
True.
So it is better we are safe, we are clean. And it is not when you want to get married before you should do those testing.
True.
Once you guys are dating, I think those testings are important.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you, Matthew. So yes, get tested, guys. With that said, we have finally come to the end of today's show. Thank you so much for sticking with us. I want to say a very big thank you to Matthew. I love doing the show with you, Matthew.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. I just know that you would always love doing the show.
Oh, please.
I'm too good at what I do. I'm too good at what I do.
Hey, can you be humble?
I'm too good at what I do. Why I'm a Zionite. Why would I be humble?
You guys, Matthew is not humble at all. All right, guys, do not forget that you can join in on the conversation by using the hashtag family platform across all our social media platforms. Let us know what your thoughts are on getting tested, and yeah, go get tested like we said earlier. With that said, my name remains Abba Ene. Until I come your way next time, keep watching Family Platform. Bye, guys.